I know what I wanted to tell you about, and that was financial planning. Um, I have run out of vacation and sick time from work, so basically, I am not getting a paycheck anymore to speak of. I think I still accrue vacation and sick time, even though I'm not working, but I could be wrong about that. I don't know. But I do know my last check was about half of what it normally was. And that brings up the topic of this video, which is the importance of following the Dave Ramsey financial planning um, way of life. I got out of debt a few years back, and I've been saving up, and I started to get some of my inheritance gradually, a little bit at a time, which helps a great deal. Um, but you really have to try to get out of debt and stay out of debt as much as humanly possible. Save up your own money and become your own bank. Um, because if you just rely on your vacation and sick time, it's possible that it won't be enough. It hasn't been in this case. My wife doesn't get any benefits, so she doesn't have any pay to speak of. And if it weren't for the GoFundMe that some people, we didn't start it, some people started for us, um, she wouldn't be getting any pay either. So because of the GoFundMe, she's able to miss work for approximately 2 or 3 months worth. We're covered, both of us are covered by FMLA, so we can't be fired. Our jobs are held for us, and we have good reputations, both of our employers. So, they don't really want to get rid of us, but, as soon as we can, I want to go back to work because this is for the birds. Sitting around a hotel or sitting around a hospital is exhausting. I need action. I need to move. I need to exercise, which, I can go for walks. I walked 25 kilometers this week, according to my phone, for exercise, but that's just not the same as my normal daily routine. And at home, I have weights and other things that I can lift weights and stuff. I don't really have any of that here. So you definitely, if it wasn't for this Ronald McDonald House, we wouldn't be able to afford to stay in Chicago. The prices here are just absolutely ridiculous. The parking alone is like $50 a day at the hospital, unless you get a voucher. And with the voucher, I think it goes down to like $15 a day. But the surrounding parking lots, I mean, it can be up to $100 a day parking, to keep your car here overnight. Um, there's no way I could afford that. And a hotel room, it's impossible. So I parked my car at church about an hour away from here, and I have a friend from church who used to work in Chicago, is retired now, former detective. He gives me a ride here every Sunday. He comes pick me up for church, and he takes me back here after church. And so then I'm, basically on my own here in Chicago until it's time to go to church again the next week. I mean, if I wanted to, I'd call him and have him come get me and go get my car. But I don't really want to be driving around in Chicago, and I don't want to be paying $50 a day or even $15 a day for parking. That's highway robbery. I don't really need to drive anywhere in Chicago if I'm stuck here. We've got a Whole Foods next door, and there's plenty of restaurants around here, and um, the hotel's got everything we need to cook, or basically our basic needs are met here. So that's a godsend. I'm very grateful for. But these are things that you need to think about ahead of time. I don't really want to break my bank on this. Thankfully, insurance covers a lot, or will reimburse me for a lot of this. But it doesn't reimburse everything. It doesn't cover 100% of everything. They cover a lot, but they don't cover everything. So you definitely need to plan ahead, and don't become miserly, but you definitely need to put money aside every month and pay off your vehicles, pay off your house, and then keep saving that money and turning it over and investing it, and build up your income and your finances and your wealth so that you can become your own bank, and you can become a bank for your children and your grandchildren as best you can. Now, I know our world economy is really bad right now, and I know the history of the world where when war happens, people tend to lose everything because of a variety of reasons, but nonetheless, do the best you can and be prepared as best you can. And that goes for things like war, grow a garden. Do what you can to provide and to supplement your income and your food supply and your water supply, so if something happens, you've got some stability and you've got a little bit of a buffer there with your finances. So, yeah, food for thought from my own personal experience, and this is a personal example of where that really comes in handy. God bless my ancestors who provided me some inheritance that's been passed down through the generations. But that's going to get used up if it's not continually reinvested in the lives of other people and help other people become wealthy. If you keep it for yourself and put it in the bank and don't spend it or don't invest it, then it will just get eaten up over time with insurance, taxes, inflation, and your own usage. So you have to perpetually take what was given to you and try to make more out of it. And we're supposed to do that with the grace and gifts of God too, the virtues, the hard knocks and lessons we learn in life, the hard times we go through. We're supposed to learn from them and teach others and help set an example of how to do well under any circumstances by God's grace. And that's basically what I'm doing right now, these videos. So please pray for me, a sinner. God bless. Do your financial planning and stick to the plan. And if you fall down, get up, keep going. Fall down, get up, keep going. Keep trying to do the best you can. It's okay. So pray for me, a sinner. God bless. Over and out.